God damn it. I know one of the kids touched it. This is my dad. Okay, hold on. Got to get the old Twitterverse up there. Old Freckles. Thank God they have the big L in the
Yeah,
arm.
I know, honestly.
Or I would... Hello? Test. Check 2.
I hear
2,
you.
2.
Can you hear me?
Mic, check 1, 2.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Siblings,
Hello.
Siblings.
Hello.
Siblings.
Test.
Niner.
Test.
Niner.
Let's test the audio wave. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay.
You look like a giant peach. You know that?
I don't even know what that means.
You're like orange like a peach.
Oh, yeah. With my patchouli shirt.
This stinks.
No.
Did you see that
Stop
movie?
saying
What was that
that.
movie with John Cusack when he was the record store owner? And he yells
Hot
at...
Tub Time Machine?
No. And he yells at Tim Robbins to get out of his record store. He's like, "Get your patchouli stink out of my record store, dude."
Empire Records.
No.
No? No, like for real. Empire Records?
Empire Records was a great movie with Liv Tyler. I own it.
I never saw it.
Damn the man, save the empire.
Dan the Man Levitan?
Damn the man.
Oh.
Oh, let's see. Four notifications. Oh, I want to do a shout out to our buddy
Okay.
on his future and pending doom, his engagement.
Oh. Well, let's start the show.
Okay, let's start the show.
Okay. And the show started.
And the show has started.
The show has begun.
Okay, I'm just looking up our good friend here.
What's going on there, people? Thank you for tuning in for another wonderful episode of the Better Half Podcast.
Episode 52.
52.
Ponderous.
Nice.
Fucking ponderous.
I don't know what that means.
You never heard that?
Ponders? No.
No, ponderous. Fucking ponderous.
No.
The Casey Kasem. I gotta go into a goddamn dog dedication. A dead dog dedication.
I heard that.
Yeah,
I guess
he goes
Ponders
fucking
doesn't-
ponderous. Two ponders. All right.
Like, for sure, Scoob.
Zoinks.
He was also Robin.
He was Robin.
Yeah. And he was married to that
Wait,
weird
he was
chick.
Robin?
He was Robin in the old... Meanwhile, back at the Hall of Justice.
Oh, Scoob. Hey, Robin. I invented the mystery machine, Robin.
Where did he come from?
You said Robin.
Oh, that's true, yes.
Me and Daphne. She's a looker. If I would have got away with it too, it wasn't for Opie and Anthony. Shock jocks. I can't stand Stern. Why is everybody in love with this man? He's been a nobody. I understand he changed the radio,
yes.
but like,
I hear what you're saying.
I never got into him.
Like, as soon as he started, like, becoming friends with everyone he was rivals with, like Rosie.
Did you have a Snapple?
I can't believe Snapple sponsored that Channel 9 show.
I love the fruit punch, Robin. No, I just never understood the allegiance. I know he was funny. He was shock jockey, but
I know what you're talking about.
I just never got into him. I don't know. Maybe it was just the age I grew up. Like the time I grew up, I wasn't that big into radio or whatever. But I just never really saw the infatuation. The only time I liked him, honestly, when he was on television, when he had that like it was his radio show on TV.
The E-show, yeah.
Yeah. No. It was on. Like, it went up against Saturday Night Live for a while.
It started on E, and then went
to like CBS or something.
Yeah, I think that's after E left, or when he went to Satellite, or something like that. No, it was before he went to Satellite.
It was before Satellite. Yeah. It was definitely before Satellite.
Before He wasn't allowed to say Satellite, so he'd say
Oh, really?
Yeah, for real. Yeah, like he got fined or he got suspended for a day.
You mean he didn't have to sit in the hallway like Opie did until he walked by? This is my hallway. It's my hallway to hell.
And
see what
now
I did there?
Look what he's doing. Opie,
he's the destroyer.
All right, so I guess we're just going to talk about other podcasts and radio shows.
Why not? Why not? I've been checking that Who Are These Podcasts every time I upload new podcasts to see if one of ours is on it.
I've been listening actually to you ever watch the Trailer Park Boys?
No, you've mentioned that many times, though.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I've never. Okay. No. Don't be apologize.
It's funny. I love it. It's from Canada. They're up in Nova Scotia, Canada.
They're not a real country.
They've been around for since 2000, and all it is just swearing. It's just them swearing. It's hysterical, though.
So it's pretty much like me working at the post office.
Basically, but I guess But like they've been doing a podcast for like 4 years. I didn't even realize it. And the 3 guys who play the characters started this thing called SwearNet because they got tired of being, censored. Because I think their show eventually got off the air because of all the swearing that they do.
Gotcha.
So they started this thing called SwearNet, which is it's taken off like a rocket, and it's just so funny. Check it out if you can. It's on, all the shows and movie and specials are on Netflix. Just catch like an episode. But the podcasts, I just love the podcasts.
I have to
like
check
a half
it out.
hour.
I'm very behind on many things. As you know, I'm like 60 episodes behind on the Retro Gamers. So
Yeah, thanks.
I think actually the next episode that I have to listen to is the one which I guest hosted at Floyd Benefield.
Oh God,
yeah, that's how far back
that was
I am.
a year and a half ago. At
yeah,
this
I know.
point.
Yeah, I have children.
You know what I do? I'll listen to the new episodes, but then I'll go back and sprinkle in the old ones.
I have my OCD. I can't. I have to go in numerical order.
I get it.
Like if I read a book by an author, I will then, let's say, for instance, it just so happened, and I think this is how it started with me, the first Stephen King book I ever read was Carrie, which was his first novel.
Yeah.
So from that point on, I had to read the novels in order that he wrote them. I don't know why.
I get it.
I have issues.
I get it. I want you, it'd be great for one day you'd be like, that was very funny what you said on the podcast. I'm like, I can't remember because it was a year and a half
Yeah,
ago.
I know. I do always point out the jokes that went right over Rippo's head, but no one remembers them either. So,
well, you can listen to the new one because it's a special edition episode, so it's not in
the E3.
It's not in the E3 2019.
I saw you promoted your podcast on. Promote your podcast.
I told everyone I can't promote all of them because then I'll just be spamming the group.
No, you could I could do it. I guess.
Yes.
I guess I have.
But to be fair, I kind of just started getting into that again, like in my head, thinking how to get all the shows out there. Like when I was on my buddy's podcast, the WW Bro podcast.
I was going to bring that up, but that was part that I was going to bring that up. Your little no, it's not on here.
Okay,
I have side notes.
The WW Bro podcast with Anthony DiDomenico. Definitely check it out.
Seems like a very nice guy.
He's awesome.
He should probably have me on because I'm fat.
He's
not that he's fat. We could be like the before and after. He lost a lot of weight.
He has over 180 pounds on Weight Watchers, which is amazing. And I was on the show. We talked, and that's like the first time we got the podcast together. So that was really cool. We clicked pretty well. He has a nice little studio set up.
Yeah, I saw that.
Apartment.
Very nice.
And the story about
he's a local dude.
Yeah, he's like 10 minutes from me.
Okay.
So, and the story about him getting fired from work is all true and hysterical.
I missed that part.
Oh, that was in the beginning. Well,
yeah, I came in late because there was stuff going on here at the house. So,
gotcha. But yeah, that's all.
Kids and shit.
Yeah, and that's what we do on this podcast.
Shit on kids. Yes, that's what we do. Yeah. Speaking of kids, I have the kids to myself.
Yeah. What's up with that? You're a single father for a couple of days.
My wife is away on business. She'll be back tomorrow. She actually left way early this morning.
Okay, so it's like 24 hours.
36 hours.
Okay, fair enough.
So, I had I had them tonight. I had picked them up. My neighbor got my daughter off the bus. My son was in after school. What did you just drop?
Nothing.
Is that a booger or something?
No, not at all. No.
Okay. I like your new yellow windscreen.
Yeah, I got that. I got they're deep in the bag. I got a new bag.
Looks like a pecker.
Ho!
You can fit that in your mouth. I'll be impressed. Oh, Jesus, Mary and Josephine. Larry, you want a milk dud? Linger longer, okay, people. That's for our people who actually listen to the show. I actually found out. We'll get back to our point, but I met a new neighbor from around the corner.
Oh.
And
go ahead.
He lives around the corner from us. Actually, like I could probably throw a rock at his house. That's how close he is. Mm-hmm. But I don't really. His kids kind of hang out on their street, but they were on our street last Friday night. They were on our street. He's like, and I was with my neighbor from up the street, and he's like, oh yeah, your friend. He goes, I listen to your podcast, and I'm like, oh shit.
Oh man.
In my head, I'm like, is this good or bad?
I've done that in the beginning.
I'm like, and he's like, oh, it's real funny. I listen to it on my commute. I'm like, thanks. I'm like, in my head, I'm like, how about that 5-star review, motherfucker? But in the other, no, I'm kidding. If you're listening, I'm kidding. I love you. No, but I was like, okay, now like he's neighbors. I have to. Did I say anything? No, I don't know the guy. He's a nice guy.
Yeah.
Nice guy. His son's around my daughter's age, and they all kind of play together.
Okay.
But like, well, you don't like. You remember when we were kids? You'd just go and you'd like play with kids from other streets.
Yeah,
but not necessarily you. Like I know my parents didn't know their parents.
Oh,
but
I got
it just
you.
so
Yeah,
happened
yeah.
he happened to be coming around the block with his son, and they were all kind of playing basketball in front of the house.
Mm-hmm.
We had a nice, half hour, conversation. Really nice guy, and so yeah, it was kind of cool meeting a new neighbor, obviously, and then also finding out he was a fan. I was
That's
like, wow.
awesome.
It was kind of blew my mind a little.
How long has he been living there?
A while. Yeah, no, he's been there a while.
I met a new neighbor. He's been here for 15 years.
Listen, I mean, it's not like growing up in Brooklyn where you knew everybody. You know your neighbors. Now I pretty much know the people
in my neighborhood.
Yeah, in my neighborhood. In my neighborhood. No,
50 years.
Really? That was 50
Actually,
years?
this weekend coming up, Eternal Con at the Nassau Veterans Memorial
Eternal Con?
Eternal Con.
Is that for dead people?
No, it's at NYCB Live, home of the Nassau Veterans Memorial Coliseum.
Okay, thanks for that. Hey, everybody, we're going live from Frank's basement.
They're doing a 50th anniversary of Sesame Street.
That was wait. Oh, that is Sesame Street. I'm thinking Mr. Rogers. Okay, no.
Oh, okay.
Wait, so Mr. Rogers is
dead.
Sesame Street. Ding, 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 ding. I wish I had some sort of bell or something.
Sound effects actually make this show
I really can't wait till we have production value because I want a sound effects machine so bad.
There are apps that
I know, but we just need an extra USB port or something. But no, Sesame Street's 50 years old?
Yeah, I thought it was a little older than that, to be honest with you. So Sesame Street's 50, which means Mr. Hooper's been dead for about, I don't know, 35 years.
That would explain why I saw a commercial in passing on my television, and they had Bob from Sesame Street. I'm like, why is Bob making the news?
Not aged well.
I'm like, wait, did somebody come out against Bob? That's what that's the first thing that went to my mind. But getting back to my thing. So yep. I got the kids. They slowly drove me nuts all night, all night long. Yeah. Year and a half. I still can't figure out where
do
the
you
mic
hear the difference in your head?
Yes, I do,
okay,
and I don't know why I didn't move it.
No, it's okay.
I noticed when I'm like, this is like I really have to like fellatio the.
Yeah, you don't have to get that close. I mean, you can't get
that close.
I know. Well, this
is a good pod.
This is how you do it. You can put some people just put their right on the jaw,
like Meatloaf. I would do anything,
sweating like a pig.
So, he's just. I bet you he must like smell like.
I met him.
Copper. You met him?
I never told you about that.
No. Well, let me finish my thing. I'm going to write this stuff down because we're going to go. I don't want to.
Meatloaf.
Now
you remember.
This actually Meatloaf has 2 meanings now for this episode, and I'll tell you why. So, she'll be back tomorrow night, probably around dinner time, which is good because then I could come downstairs and play Xbox after the kids are asleep because she's going to be too tired to do anything with me. Aww. So, I know I'm still waiting for Father's Day.
Relations.
But the funny thing is, speaking of Meatloaf, yes. My daughter. Usually, when my wife goes away, I'll make. Like tonight, I worked today, so I ordered Chinese food. That wasn't
all right. That's all right.
But I'm working tomorrow. But my daughter wants me to make my meatloaf because I don't like mommy's meatloaf. Your meatloaf is better.
Ooh.
And she said that to my wife, and my wife was like, my wife was like, that's rude. And I'm like, well, it is better. I'm not gonna lie, See now, I have the a friend of ours, his mother uses she puts a brick of mozzarella.
Oh, I haven't tried
in the middle of it, and then I make a glaze.
Okay.
Over it. So
it's disgusting.
Oh no! But here's the kicker.
No, I'm kidding.
My son hates meatloaf.
Ooh, okay.
So when my wife makes her meatloaf, she takes a little bit of the meat and makes it into a little hamburger.
Ah, gotcha.
And me, he just loves it.
Oh, really?
Oh, he loves it. I think it drives my wife slowly nuts. But So now you met Meatloaf.
Yes, I did. I met him at the Chiller Theater. So not like I met him on the street, but I met him at Chiller. Waited online for about 3 hours, 2.5 maybe, to actually get his autograph. Shockingly, he was only $50, which wasn't bad at all. I thought it'd be a lot more money. So and what's funny is like a month prior, actually at the Belmore train station flea market.
Yeah,
like a month prior, I was there with my parents, and my dad pointed out this one guy was selling record albums, and they were cheap, like $1 each or something. So he's like, why don't you just buy a couple, hang them on the wall? I'm like, a good idea. And I bought Blues Brothers, Briefcase Full of Blues. Blues Brothers album. And
soundtrack?
I'm trying to think if it was a soundtrack or Briefcase Full of Blues. It's two different albums. Or, and I bought the Meatloaf album, Bat Out of Hell, just on a whim. I'm like, oh, cool. I like
was
that.
it a hot summer night? Did you offer your throat to the wolf with the red roses?
Yes. I'm trying to think of another song.
Yeah, really? Paradise by the Dashboard Lights.
I know.
2 out of 3 ain't bad. I want
I
you,
blanked.
I need you.
I completely blanked on all of them. I was trying to think of the images in the mirror are larger than they appear.
That's the second album.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Anyway.
Objects in the mirror are closer than it seems, or whatever. Something stupid like that. It's like he's like, oh, let me look at it. Do not remove this label, or you will be arrested. This is my mattress label.
Wash cold, tumble dry low.
His second album was just warning labels.
It really was.
Right? It was just like he's like, do not dry.
Anyway, so yeah. Like
wait, I got another one.
Here we go.
Wait. Rinse, slather, repeat. If necessary.
No turn on red. So I met him. So Chili Theater, I was online for me and a buddy of mine were online for 3 hours. So I had the album. I'm like, all right, this is cool. I'll get it autographed. So we do that. Long story short, we get it. So it's the guy in front of us, my buddy, and then me. So Meatloaf is, a little chatter with everybody.
He's a little dry.
No, not really. Actually, I think he partied way too hard. Maybe he was dry.
He's moist.
Yeah, ooh,
love a good moist meatloaf.
Sorry, everybody.
Schvetty.
And so he goes, so the person two in front of me has a double album of Bat Out of Hell, gives it to Meatloaf, and Meatloaf, because I guess he's been going to whoever, cool, Meatloaf. That's how he signed it. Cool, Meatloaf. So he started to do the T in 2, and he goes, and your name? And the guy's like, don't put my name. He started yelling. And Meatloaf is
I know why.
He wants to resell it.
What a dick.
And Meatloaf's like, whoa, okay, let's see what we can do here. He's like, I can salvage this. So he turned the T into an M or something. I don't know. Anyway, so my buddy in front of me goes, and he was wearing a Mets shirt. And so Meatloaf is like, oh, you're a Mets fan. And my friend's like, yeah. He's like, I know a lot of Mets players. My friend's like, okay. And he goes, I can't tell you who, though.
Oh, big secret.
So my buddy's like, okay. And Meatloaf goes,
can you sign my album, you fat fuck?
Basically. So Meatloaf goes, I'll give you a hint.
Benny Sykestra.
No, almost. He goes, D. Strawberry. Okay. So, and he starts rifling these names. And my friend's like, okay. And my buddy's the type of person who once he gets the autograph, not rudely, but he's done. So he'll just move on. So Meatloaf is still talking to him as my friend's walking out of the room. So I walk up with my album, and as usual, I had my same line with everyone. How you doing? Nice to meet you. Big fan. Yep. So he looks at me and he goes, is that your friend? I'm like, yeah. He goes, well, tell him I also know. So he continued the conversation with my friend through me. I never got to really talk to him.
He really just wanted to get out his Met. He was dropping names.
I don't know what he was doing, but I got my autograph. Cool.
Koopy Bilson.
Yeah.
Wink, wink.
On a side note, I don't know if you saw this. Speaking of pricing for autographs, did you see the thing I posted today?
No.
I just happened to go online. My dad was like, "Oh, I'd love to go back to another card show," because I brought him to a couple the Hofstra trading baseball card shows.
Hofstra's a university here on Long Island.
Yeah,
trying to keep it national.
I figured everyone knew if you say Hofstra. I figured
enough. I think Rob from Chicago doesn't know what Hofstra is.
So I went on, and I'm looking at it. I'm like, all right, there's a show in White Plains. That's a good one.
That's in Long Island.
Yeah, that's upstate a little bit.
Oh, yeah, right. It's not Long Island.
What are you thinking of?
I'm a moron. Sorry, that was the level.
So I went online, and I saw they had a lot of, the 69 Mets with the 50th anniversary. So a lot of 69 Mets are all over the place. And then they had some football players, but big names. Joe Montana is going to be at this show. So I'm like, that's pretty sweet. And then I saw they put the pricing for the autographs. If I may, indulge me for a moment here.
Okay.
So we have Joe Montana, Hall of Fame 2000, he went in, 4-time Super Bowl champion, 3-time Super Bowl MVP, Joe Cool, everyone called him. Flats, this is what you get to autograph and what we pay for it. Flats, up to 16 by 20, like an 8 by 10, but up to 16 by 20, or minis, I'm assuming a mini helmet. $199.
Okay.
Footballs, jerseys, equipment, helmet, $229.
That's a little.
An oversized flat, $299. A seat, I'm assuming a stadium seat. Seat back, rookie card, $399 to get his autograph. Hold on. Lithos are limited edition prints, $599.
No. I love Broadway Joe just as much as the next
Here's
guy.
Here's the best part. And everyone has their different pricing. Here's the best. You have to pay extra if you want inscriptions. If you want him to write Hall of Fame, Joe Cool, or Go Irish, it's an extra $100 on top of what you're getting signed.
So if you have one thing, it could
even
cost
more than
close to $1,000.
even more than that.
Oh, there's more.
Oh yeah. If you want it personalized, up to 5 words, or if you want him to write 3-time Super Bowl MVP or any MVP inscription, blah blah blah, $139 extra. I'm skipping around here. If you want him to write the words "Teamwork makes champions," that's an extra $350. And if you want him to write "I left my heart in San Francisco," because he played for the 49ers, an additional $450.
Wow, that's just.
Meanwhile, to comparison, Doc Gooden's going to be at the same show. Autograph, $25. Which is a bargain, people. That is a bargain.
He'll come to your house.
He really will. So I thought
man.
that was pretty funny. So you got the kids for a day and a half. Yeah. I can only imagine what that must be like.
Well, as you could see, I
lost some hair.
Well, no, this is kind of like a last minute thing. So my son had a doctor's appointment, which was today, which he didn't go to, because he's going tomorrow or the next day.
All right.
Yeah.
Did you cancel 24 hours in advance?
No. Yeah, my wife did. Okay. Yeah. Well, he has to go for occupational therapy, so So
it was a $25 joke.
Yeah. No, we're not. I wouldn't have paid it anyway. I don't fuck that shit. You got me waiting when my appointment says 6:00, and I'm still in the seat at 6:15 or 6:30. Bullshit. Yeah. So and then we had to record tonight, and
priorities.
So so that's why I actually can we record tomorrow night, but we can't obviously. So, but I gave my daughter a little leeway. And I said, I'm going to trust you to put yourself to bed tonight. Because her bed was when we would start about 8:00.
Yeah.
And we started a little later. I had to get my son to sleep. He's out like a light right now.
Good for him.
My daughter should be putting herself to bed right now.
I doubt it.
No. Trust me, she knows that if she doesn't, she'll be punished for the next year of her life. So it's been it was a stressful day today for me at work. Because how do I put this bluntly?
You knew what you were coming home to.
I absolutely hate going to work.
Okay.
No, I'm actually.
I think I know what you're saying. I think I'm reading between the lines.
I'm actually at the point where I'm depressed about it. Like I'm keeping it real right now.
No, that's the worst.
I get out of my car.
I may have to edit some of this. I don't know.
No, you don't have to edit any of this. I get out of my car. It's no secret. Trust me. I've let it be known how much I love my job at work. And I actually get a headache when I get out of my car. Yeah. And I have to pop 2 aspirin before I walk in the building. Now, it's...
You ever sit in your car and just slowly start to weep a little bit sometimes?
Not weep, but I've done that. I have to be in at 8:00.
Okay.
So I'll get to the municipal lot where I park my car, which is right around the corner from my job, in the lovely incorporated village of Valley Stream, which was when I started the job. The permit for parking there was $25.
That you had to pay for?
Yeah, it's a write-off. Yeah, now it's $125.
Wow.
Yeah, fuck you, Valley Stream. So, goddamn freaking cheap bastard. So. I sit in
good people.
I get there about 7:30. No, there's about 8 good people there in Valley Stream. I get there about 7:30. I eat my breakfast in my car. I listen to a few podcasts. Maybe I'll read. I'll listen to a podcast on my commute, or I'll read a little.
Yeah.
And then at 7:50, I have to get my shit.
I do the exact same thing. I get out of my car at 10:02.
Yeah.
And I get in the building.
Well, it takes me about 3 minutes to walk around the corner, and then I put my stuff in my case, and then I go wait in line with the rest of the schmucks that I work with, and I punch in. The building is about 183 degrees, and I'm literally dripping with sweat. And I said to my supervisor, I'm like, "Can we put the air conditioner on? I mean, it is almost the end of June." And it's on. I go, what room? Because it's
in your office.
And
yes.
there's now I have these. It's a large building and it's high ceilings, and they have a regular like a bedroom ceiling fan. 4 of them.
Oh, okay.
4 of them, and they're pumping. Okay,
yeah.
And you only get them if you're right underneath it. And guess where I'm not? Not right underneath it. So I'm literally dripping. I take my carrier shirt off, my postal shirt off. I have a T-shirt on underneath, and I'm literally sweating through the shirt. I'm like, I'm disgusting because it's going to rain.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm like, I'm going to be soaking wet before I even leave the building. So I say to my supervisor, I'm like, look, I go, it's hot as hell back here. Can we, put the air on, lower it, make it, higher, whatever the
do something.
Make it cooler. I'm fucking
Give
dying.
me ice cubes.
Yes, please. I'm drinking my iced coffee like there's no tomorrow. I'm dying. So what is my genius boss who I don't really care because he's never going to hear this. And if he does, I don't care because he knows I don't like him. I might be forced to be able to do this podcast full time.
Oh, jeez. We're on the Patreon because we have to now?
Yeah, we might have to. Frank needs a mortgage.
If we get $1 from each person, I think we're good.
Oh, good. A whole $8.
There you go.
Yeah, I should be saying 9. How about those 5-star ratings, people? Huh?
Please, for God's sakes.
He goes, well, let's see. Heat rises, right? So, the fan is just blowing the hot air around. So, what does my boss do?
That's accurate.
Shuts the fans off.
Oh, Jesus!
So we're like, are you kidding me right now? So he walks away from the box, and I turn the fans back on. I'm not going to die in the post office.
Is there like a switch to change the direction of the fan? Because that's what you're supposed to do.
I know. The switch is lucky it's attached to electricity. Okay.
Get the janitor up there.
The janitor who hasn't worked in 40 years, that piece of garbage. The janitor who doesn't show up till 10 o'clock.
Good for him.
What office building in the world do you know that the janitor shows up after the workers? Okay. He's been pushing the same mop around with the same dirty water for 30 years. It's a piece of garbage. So then I go to my route, and I get a customer who doesn't, those big magazines we get every Wednesday or whatever, that like a newspaper full of ads. It's crap. Everyone throws them out. I use my own for kindling.
Yep.
He goes,
you got to twist.
This is did I tell you about did I talk about the guy who called me fat? The customer,
yes.
Yeah, this same guy.
Oh, your friend.
Yeah,
okay.
My friend. Yes, my friend. Because he's dead to me now, so he's not my friend. He never was my. He's an arrogant asshole, and he's rude. And he goes, "You don't put this in my mailbox, okay?" And I'm like, "No, I have to." I go. If you don't want it, you have to call the company, and they'll take your name off.
Yeah.
He's like, "No, you take it. You take it. You throw it away." I go, "No, I can't." I can't because my boss looks at these things people pay for, so I have to deliver them.
Yeah.
If your address is on it, I have to deliver it. There's no other way around. I said, look, he goes, you take it, you throw it away. I go, look, I'm not your garbage man. I'm like, I can't pick and choose what mail you get, okay? You don't want it, throw it away. You really don't want it, call the company and tell them to get you off your list. And I don't do this. You throw it away. It's okay. No one knows. I go, no, you're not understanding me. I go, and he goes, and he looks at me and goes, fuck you. I go, fuck me. I go, fuck me. I go, really? I go, is that how you want to do this? I go, you're going to get every piece of junk mail you ever got, ever. I go, don't ever speak to me again. I go, don't ever, if I'm at the mailbox and you're there, just look the other way. I said, you no longer exist in my world. And this was all in front of his son.
Oh, that's good.
That's
nice.
Well, his son should know his father's a piece of shit. So then 3 streets later, now you know how I get when
3 streets later.
3 streets later, mailmen. Okay, for those who don't know, this is a little tidbit here. No one's allowed to put anything in the mailbox except the United States Postal Service and the homeowner.
Oh, okay. Really? Okay.
No other agency is allowed to put.
Oh, I see what you're talking about.
Okay, so UPS, FedEx, Amazon, anyone with flyers, you're not allowed to put anything in the mailbox.
I didn't know
now, 9 out of 10 times, I don't give a shit.
Well, of course.
If someone puts their flyer in, if it doesn't affect me, I'm walking up steps to somebody's house. The UPS truck pulls up behind me. And I'm going through the mail because this person gets a lot of mail.
All of a sudden, it's like,
and you picked the wrong street, motherfucker. Surprise, motherfucker. So
here comes FedEx to ruin everything.
Yeah, right. So he walks past me, puts his little package in the mailbox, right in front of me, and then he goes, "Later, Chief." So I look at him. I take his package out of the mailbox and I just put it on the floor. And he goes, "Now." Normally, which is what we're.
Why do you get into these fights?
No, we're supposed to do this.
I know. I'm just saying.
So he goes. So I'm not even looking at him. I don't say a word to him. He goes. what are you doing from behind me? I go, I'm using my mailbox. I go, I'm using the mailbox. It's for my mail. He goes. Well, I go, you're not allowed to use the mailbox. He goes, what, did you buy every mailbox on this route? I go, no. I go, you're not allowed to use the mailbox. Post offices and the homeowner is not FedEx, not UPS, not Amazon, no one. And he's staring at me. And I go, is there a problem? And he goes, now, because I'm already pissed off from the whole.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah, once you're mad, that's it.
Yeah. So he goes, and he's like, I never heard that before. I go, well, maybe you should learn your job. I go, maybe you should read your little handbook because I know you have one. I said, I know people who work at UPS and they know you. I never heard that before. I go, talk to your boss. I go, I know my job and I know I'm allowed to use the mailbox and I know you're not allowed to use the mailbox. So I'm asking you nicely, don't do it again. He goes, oh, you're asking me nicely? You sound like an asshole. I go, I might sound one, but you are one. And I'm like, this is, and my neighbor now. This is the customer comes to the door, and he's looking. He's like, hey, Frank. Oh, what's going on? He's like, so then I go, get in your little brown piece of shit truck and drive away, and he did. So I was in a rare mood.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Holy
and then
cow.
I had to come home to no wife, no dinner, and 2 kids. So it was a fun day today.
That sounds daunting.
Yeah,
absolutely daunting.
Don't have kids.
Well, at this point, it's neither not my choice
don't
nor
don't work for the post office either.
Look, I know. My dad's friend is a retiree from the post office, having a wonderful life down in Florida.
Yeah, it's a fun time of year. I wish I was in Florida. Actually, I'm going on vacation soon, so I'm looking forward to that. But this is a crazy time, because we were talking earlier about graduation parties and everything, and you actually brought up something really funny. You want to talk about it?
Yeah, it's
like that nice segue.
I do. I like it. Just went right off the cliff. Yeah. No, I'm kidding.
How rude.
Listen, I can't do a segue for the life of me. As it was pointed out in the first half of the Retro Gamers podcast.
Every goddamn episode. Jesus, Rippo.
So,
for those who don't listen to the Retro Gamers, this Rippo that I keep talking about,
this entity,
his name is Anthony. He's our very good friend. Both of our actually my old roommate. You weren't roommates with him. No. Our old roommate from our rotating revolving door apartment that we all shared, and that
apartment was a hooah.
Yeah, that apartment was a little slut bag. He's the co-host of the Retro Gamers podcast, which you can find on iTunes, Spotify, and everywhere else in the podcast. And Podcoin. I've been using Podcoin more.
I've been using a lot of Podcoin.
Yeah. I'm up to nowhere near the $2 Amazon gift card. But
I'm almost at the $2 Amazon because when I go to sleep, because the benefits, one of the few benefits of going to bed single, is that like I can leave the TV on.
You always have a cold pillow.
That's true too. Where my bed is now in the new apartment, I actually have a window now above my head.
How's it like? Wait, how is it tonight to like experience sunlight?
I've been waking up, and this is no joke. I've been
birds
waking
tweeting.
Up. Well, because there's birds on top of my air conditioner, so I hear them all the time. Like I've been waking up refreshed. I've been waking up. I've been able to wake up on time. And like actually get out of bed and
Good.
get
now
the
you
day
can play
going.
PUBG with me and Eric.
Well, no, because I still need to go to bed at a reasonable time. But my bed is so high, it covers half the window. So I'm using like the
you
top
got the
half
box
of the
spring
window.
too.
I got everything, but I didn't realize how fucking big this bed is.
Well, maybe flip it to the other side of the room so the end of your bed faces is at the window.
It doesn't bother me. Don't get me wrong.
Oh.
I mean, because look, if someone wants to watch me sleep in the window, go right ahead.
No one does.
Knock yourself out, people. I was on a
Do you wear Jam Jams?
No.
T-shirt. You wear T-shirt and shorts?
No, I'm usually boxers. Usually I go down to boxes.
I didn't need to know
that. Once.
Ew, I don't know. You slept naked.
Once.
In your apartment?
Yeah, my apartment. Where else am I going to do it?
If I freaking had my own apartment, I'd be naked all the time.
I'd
be answering the door naked. Oh, delivery.
You can put it over there.
You got any onion rings? Right there. Oh, you kidding me? If I was, oh my god, when my wife and I are on vacation by ourselves, it's nudity all the time.
That's a different ball game.
No, but we sleep. I'll just eat breakfast in the nude. I don't care.
But it's like the end of Austin Powers.
Yes,
and they're all doing that.
Absolutely.
Here's the thing, and like all joking aside,
listen, eating a bowl of cereal naked is definitely something you should experience.
like I just got out of the shower and then I went straight to bed. So I had to be completely clean because throughout the day I do get sweaty, and I just can't deal with that.
I don't need to know.
And then it was a weird sensation. It was a very odd sensation.
Try doing it with like satin sheets. You'll slide right off the bed.
That actually sounds pretty cool. Where was I? So where was I going with this? Oh yeah, graduation.
Graduation.
Terrible segue. Now what I'm about to talk about.
Yeah.
So,
sure.
It's graduation season. College is probably like a month ago. High schools.
High school was
definitely high schools
2 weeks ago.
And then I've been seeing on Facebook because now that. At this age, I'm pretty much seeing a lot less bikini pictures on Facebook and a lot more kids' pictures on Facebook. So thank you, Instagram. A lot of people have been posting their kids' graduations. And the one that annoys me the most is the graduation from pre-K. I don't understand this logic of, they're graduating the first round of many more to go. And I'm like, what? Why are you celebrating the graduation of pre-K? I get graduating high school. I get graduating college. I'll even take for private schools when they graduate 8th grade, going into high school.
Right.
I understand that one. But the pre-K to kindergarten, it's like, congratulations, you stopped drooling. Now we can move you on to the next class.
I did not drool when I was in pre-K.
We never got a pre-K graduation.
Okay, yes, you're wrong.
You got a pre-K graduation?
Yes.
All the way back then?
I went to I'm glad you brought this up because this is not a new thing. I thought it was
have one? Mom, did I have one? Oh, we're not live. I don't
fucking asshole. I went to the Big Apple Play School in Brooklyn, okay? And I had a preschool graduation. There is actually pictures to prove it, but we didn't have social media. So no one knew about it. We basically made out of construction paper graduation cap. We made it. Okay, and every kid got like a little award. You know what award I got? And this is a true story, I swear on my children. I got someone got like the best attendance award, someone got the nicest dressed award. Frank Messina got the I didn't do it award.
Wow, that's way before the Simpsons did it.
They did that?
Well, not an award, but Bart was like the I didn't do it boy.
Yes. No, the I didn't do it award.
That's hysterical, actually.
Because Frank, who did it? I didn't do it.
That's actually really funny.
Yeah. And I actually had the certificate. Unfortunately, lost it in Hurricane Sandy.
That bitch.
But she stole a lot of my childhood memories.
Took a lot of mine as well.
But they had them. Now, okay.
And then I don't remember this.
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe you didn't have it. I know I had one.
Did I go to pre-K?
I don't know. I didn't know you back then.
All right, maybe. Then that's, I guess,
well,
a point. I got something else to complain about.
Wait. No, I'm still on your point.
Right,
because the point is not that they just, it's a new thing. They existed. Okay. Now, I understand why, as a single person, you don't get it. As a parent, I still don't nearly get it. But now I've been thinking about it since you brought it up to me the other day.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's for the parents.
Oh, a lot of it is for that's like a first birthdays for the parents.
Correct.
Congratulations, we kept this kid alive for 365 days.
Yeah, we didn't fuck up really bad
Honestly.
in the year. We proved that like the first year is basically like your parent probation.
Yeah, because
if the kid makes it to his first birthday, it's like you should get an award.
The person of honor at a first birthday is still shitting their pants. They don't know what's going on.
They could barely walk. They could barely speak.
I mean,
and then,
same with me at my 35th birthday, but still.
And you're 36, 37, 38, and 39.
But what I'm saying is
what are we going to do for your 40th?
Yeah, it's coming up rapidly.
Splish Splash?
I've gone there once, and I want to go back.
I will never go back.
I'm dying to go
Actually,
back.
I've never been there. My family's been there. And apparently the clientele is much to be desired.
Oh, really?
Okay. Wait, so my point is, now in the age of social media, there... And like again, my kids, my son is 2 years out of pre-K, preschool.
Yeah,
and they had a graduation, cap and gown, whole ceremony, pictures, and no awards, just and in a hot like VFW or whatever it was, and I'm sitting and I'm like, okay, I get it, I'm proud, my son didn't butcher anybody in the playground, but. is this necessary? And again, it's for the moms who live on social media and look what little Brooke did. Look what little Dylan did. Oh, look at Logan. It's like, first of all, what happened to Joe, Chuck, and Hank? But
that's true. See, I was all right. I will then stand corrected because
I agree with you.
But I'm saying I thought this was a new phenomenon with this graduation thing.
I thought it was too until I remembered my own.
Yes, that's.
And when you brought it up, I had like not blocked it out of my mind, but I just wasn't a thought in my head until I'm like, oh yeah, I had one.
Then can I kvetch about the stupid monthly photos then of newborns?
Wait a second. I want us to finish now the fifth grade. The fifth grade, it's not called the graduation anymore. It's called the stepping up, which is more annoying if you ask me. I'd rather just call it graduation. Now, I went to Catholic school, so I went from kindergarten through 8.
Yeah, me too.
So you went to Catholic school?
Yeah.
Where'd you go?
Resurrection.
Oh, I thought you went to public school.
Well, I went to PS 277 for pre-K and kindergarten.
Okay.
Then I went to...
See, my Catholic school had kindergarten.
No, I think my Catholic school had kindergarten. I just didn't go to kindergarten.
Okay, so I went from K to 8. We had a graduation ceremony from 8th grade to high school.
I did that,
Okay,
yes.
so then high school to college, obviously. Yes. Here, now, in public school in Long Island, we have Long Island...
Because there's junior high.
There's middle school.
Oh, okay.
So my daughter will be going into 5th grade next year. She'll be, quote unquote, stepping up till middle school.
Okay.
Then I guess I don't know if they have I guess they have a graduation ceremony from middle school to high school, which is 6th, 7th, and 8th.
I would imagine probably.
Right.
Yeah.
So then 8th grade they have a ceremony, and then you go through 4 years of high school. Yeah. Luckily, if you don't get left back. Do they leave people back anymore?
They should.
They absolutely should.
Oh my God.
Yeah, there was a kid who I remember in 2nd grade just sat there, shit himself right in class, and it was like literally the next day went back to 1st grade. He's got to go back.
Go back now.
Go back now. In the middle of the year. I never saw that before.
That's crazy.
But I don't know. Everything is a Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat moment these days for these moms who don't work and stay home and just like, oh, look at my little baby.
Like again, 1. You see all 12 numbers, and then like the circle is on 1.
Oh, you're talking about
2, 3rd month.
I don't hate that as much as I hate the moms who do it. They have the photo shoots. 40. And
I find funny.
No,
I was going to do that.
No, you should do that. You should do that.
I was going to be like 420 months or whatever. But
you should do that surrounded by video games and pop vinyls.
Trust me.
I have a photographer in the neighborhood. I know a guy.
Because newborn baby pictures. Look, again, I will throw it out there. I get it. When you have a kid, life changes.
If you had a kid, you would do it.
I don't know. That I don't think so.
You would. No, you
because
absolutely
there's
would.
not one newborn kid.
You want
to
know why
good.
you would? Because you don't have a say in the matter.
Well, that's
now we didn't do the whole monthly thing.
Thank God
for my kids. We didn't do that. We did newborn. We didn't do.
I can't stand. And I'm
we did newborn pictures.
Yeah.
My friend Lara from
Lara
JC Photography. I think that's her.
JC Penny Photography.
JC.
Oh, okay.
No, she's a photographer out in New Jersey. Excellent work. She did our newborns. She did the shot of Joey in the sleeve of my Henrik Lundqvist jersey.
I think I remember that.
Yeah. He's holding the hockey stick. Yeah. And every year I get a picture of him in the jersey. So first year he's fitting the sleeve.
Look,
so then we did it 1 year, and then I think that was it.
Yeah, I mean,
we didn't make a big production.
I just don't. I can't stand newborn baby pictures anyway. That's me being me. I never have. I never will. I can't stand my cousins.
You're a miserable fuck.
I can't stand
so
yours.
You
I
hate
can't stand
children.
anybody's. I also can't stand when people put up. Look, I get that your little girls are in dance class, but I don't need to see the routines because I think the routines are creepy.
Well, because you're looking through it, you're looking at it through creepy eyes.
No. These young girls are dressed, half dressed, doing some of the wacky dances that some people pay for, and I don't get it. I don't want to get it.
My daughter did dance for 5 years, and I went to 5 recitals, and the only part of it that I enjoyed was when the teachers came out and danced, and I'm not afraid to admit that, because and then they had this thing where the dads would do a dance at the end. Like nobody knew they practiced secretly.
Jeez. And
it became a thing. Like every year it became a bigger and bigger. Yeah. And my daughter and my wife are like, "You doing it?" I'm like, "No." I'm like, A, no. B, I have a bad back. I said, and so I'm not going to be doing dancing out there. And like it was funny. I got to admit, the skit was funny because you see these dads and granddads of all ages doing this like bit. Like I don't. want to go into a room with guys I don't know and practice dancing routines with them.
And ballet?
No. It wasn't ballet.
Replay.
It was more like, it was actually funny.
We
Like,
have those words.
I don't know, like sachet,
Yeah.
Shantae. You gotta work it, girl. My first RuPaul.
Good Lord.
So, I have no. I look. You know what it is as a parent, and Stephanie and I use this a lot. Every event doesn't have to have a goodie bag.
I was just gonna say,
like every event is every. We didn't have play dates. We just hung out with our friends.
Like
everything is I'm sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah.
Everything is an event now. Everything is like an event with not one or two kids. It's got to be all the kids have to be involved, and it's got to be at a certain. Let's all meet up at the park, and I brought grapes, and can you just fucking hang out and do?
Honestly.
It's annoying.
I mean,
every event at school. I'm sorry, I keep interrupting you. Every event at school.
Because you like to talk.
No, but I'm trying to get my point. Every event at school, because you don't go to these things. Every school event.
I shouldn't be.
No. Yeah, well, you're not allowed on the premises. But there's a wanted poster with your name on it. But every event at school is an event. It's got like snacks and refreshments, and one parent has to work this, and it's like, can't they just go to the schoolyard and hang out? It's enough already.
It's great. Is there any, like, these, what I'll call fads? Whether it's the newborn...
Fads or fags?
Fads.
Oh, okay.
So
Fad.
another one of those words that you were saying. Fad.
Fad.
F-A-D.
Fad. Ketchup.
Ketchup.
You just say word Mario.
I say them properly. Orange.
Orange.
O-R-A-N-G-E. O-R.
O-R.
No, what does that spell?
Or.
Okay. Orange. Okay, no. So, is there, of these things, the newborn baby pictures, the monthly baby pictures, all these things, is there, as a parent, do any of these, is there something that does bug you? Where you're like, parents, stop doing this to your kids. You know what I mean?
Picture-wise?
Just whether it's... well, it has to be, because that's what it kind of boils down to. All these posts on Facebook and everything.
Some parents, and there's a person I know who
don't be calling anybody.
No, I can't. Because they catalog every second of their and their children's life, putting stuff on Facebook about her son's relationships. Her son isn't like 13 or 14 years old.
That's weird.
Yeah, and like. One day she talked about, I think you got a pubic hair or I got a chest hair. And I'm like, what are you, molesting these kids? I'm like, how do you know this? My mother never knew I had a pubic hair.
Maybe it's still breastfeeding.
She really got nothing up there. But like, it's just like, back the fuck off. Let these kids live their lives. Let them learn from their mistakes. And unfortunately, we live in a world where a mistake you did in elementary school could come back to haunt you in 30 years. I just hate this world. I'm so sick of this.
It's funny. As much as, and I've said it before, as much as everyone wants their privacy, those are the same people who are posting everything on Facebook. Social media will be the downfall of society.
Well, I've witnessed firsthand friendships crumble.
Yeah. I don't care.
Yeah, I know you don't care. I witnessed friendships crumble, lifelong friendships crumble over Facebook, and I've witnessed family members. I've gotten into a fight with family members of things I posted, which have nothing to do with anything in my family. It's just like, I really think that was inappropriate. Fuck, then don't scroll on by, motherfucker. I mean, seriously, I don't comment on your shit.
He's on down the road.
I just, seriously, it's like, I'm sorry. I always say liberals are liberals until they graduate and they have to work, and it's like, then you're like, oh, this is completely different,
Boy, they're in big trouble. One thing has started.
One thing that's going on right now locally in my town is we had our Board of Ed elections for the the council, whatever the fuck, the Board of Education. I don't fucking
the Grand Poobah.
They're all assholes. And we had a tie for two trustees.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, so now there's a runoff.
Knife fight?
Oh, yeah. They should just settle it out.
Thunderdome rules. Two men enter, one man leaves.
God, I cannot. I really, I actually told my wife, straight-faced, I said, and she never saw the movie, so she doesn't understand. No, I said to her, I said, I really, really, really wish we had a purge. And she's like, what are you talking about? And I'm like,
I love you, honey.
I'm like, The Purge. I said, she's like, she's like, wait, is that dumb movie where people are allowed to kill other people? I'm like, yeah. She goes, you really worry me sometimes. She's like, I'm like, listen, I said, if it was legal to have a purge, it's not illegal.
This is true.
So I said, so, follow my logic. I'm like,
and watch the damn movies.
Seriously, educate yourself, woman. Yeah, like she'll, so, I can't say, do this ever happen to you? Because it's never happened to you.
Thanks.
No. Consider yourself lucky that you never have to press pause during a show. Okay? Because the other night I was watching, there's this show called Z Nation on Netflix.
Okay, yeah.
I'm trying to binge it because I'm on season 4. There's only 5 seasons. I'm almost done with it. And I don't really get to watch television often because my kids fucking hog up the TV. And for some reason or other, maybe you could check it out. My Netflix, I can't get it to work on this TV down here. It needs to be updated, and I don't know how to do it.
Okay.
It's a smart TV, so
I know.
Or as they say in Boston, it's a smart TV.
Smart.
I actually tried updating.
Congratulations, Columbus,
St. Louis.
Oh,
fucking! I'm a big fan of hockey.
I never said I was a big fan of
hockey. I got jerseys and tickets.
Tickets, yes.
Yeah, wasted money. But St. Louis Blues. The congratulations to the St. Louis Blues for their march to the Stanley Cup after 51 long years of not having a cup.
Yeah, and Toronto Raptors as well. A lot of new teams.
I don't know that. They're not hockey
basketball.
Team? I don't watch that basketball. That's bullshit.
Canadian.
We the North. Suck it.
Strong and free.
Yeah. So yeah. Like I said, it's just. So yeah. So right now there's a big war in my town over these two people who want to. First of all, one of them I don't think has ever been to a meeting. The other one apparently is 24 years old, and he got on it right after high school. Now the big beef is, why the hell would any recent high school graduate want to be on the Board of Ed? He has no kids in the school district, and apparently I just found out now doesn't even live in Wantaw. He has an apartment in the city because apparently he's like a CEO of a company at 24. So that what that's the kind of guy I want on the Board of Ed. But this is the problem with Long Island, and this is something again you don't need to worry about because you don't have kids. Mm-hmm. But every town has their own school district.
Yeah,
and it's a pain in the ass. It's not like the Board of Ed in the 5 boroughs, controlled by the city. This is like every town has a budget, every town has officials, every town has a superintendent, and they make 6 figures easy, And it's honestly, I think they should have a Nassau County Board of Ed, and but the problem with and the Suffolk County. The problem is there's so many towns in Nassau and so many that the rich Locust Valley. Locust Valley Lockjaw, they call it.
Lovey.
This is my 4th Tesla. Wow. I can almost spell Tesla with all my Model T, E, S, and L, and A.
Holy cow, I got to put him on the list now.
Who?
Thurston Howell.
No, it's not Thurston Howell. That's Lockjaw. Let's call him the Locust Valley Lockjaw Lance. Lockjaw Lance. Okay, his Lovey. So then you go from Locust Valley to Uniondale, which is not the greatest neighborhood, or Baldwin or Roosevelt. So they're not going to split. They're not going to. That's Suffolk. They're not going to.
Is it
Wyandanch? Yeah, that's.
I didn't realize
they got
Suffolk.
one light and you blow it every time you go through.
I honestly didn't know that was Suffolk.
Yeah, yeah. So there's too many districts within one county that I'm not going to give the funds to this and this. It'll be a clusterfuck. But things you don't need to worry about.
There you go. And those were the rants of a Frank Messina.
That's actually another good segment. Things Larry doesn't need to worry about. Write that down.
Yeah. That, sexually transmitted diseases. Yeah, a lot of good stuff.
Wait, I don't have to worry about that either. I better not. Stephanie's on a business trip. What's going on over there in Connecticut?
Uh-oh.
I'm going out to dinner with who?
Oh, boy.
My boss, who? So
I have a question.
Go ahead. I have an answer.
Being a parent.
Of sound, body, and mind.
There you go. So, like, when you're planning a big trip, say like a Disney trip or something.
Yeah, we're not going back to Disney anytime soon.
How far in advance do you normally book? Like, you got to book like a year in advance almost.
No,
right?
not really. I'm trying to think. The last time we went to Disney, I swore. I said these kids are not going back to Disney until they're at least 13. Because my daughter, we got off the plane and I literally had enough money to get us home, for like the car service or whatever, And literally, that's all I had left. I mean, I had my credit card, but I don't know if the car service I had like $23 left, and this is after spending a few $1,000s on hotel airfare, the park,
toys,
toys, all the other extra shit that goes along with it, and we get off the plane, and I got to go to the bathroom, and so my
is this coming home.
Okay, MacArthur. We landed in MacArthur. Yeah. And we were with my mother-in-law, and one of us had to go to the bathroom. My daughter spies. Now we just left the happiest place in the world. It's not so fucking happy when you come home and you see the red marks all over your checking account. What the hell? Where'd all the money go, honey? What? Did we get robbed?
Who spent this?
So, she sees a Frozen doll over in the duty-free shop that's over. In the on the runway, not the runway, the
on the runway.
Yeah, on the gates.
Going to let you out here
at the gates, And she's like Elsa, and she was probably about 2-3 years old at the time, or maybe she might have been
a little older than that.
She might have been a little older than that. So she's like Elsa, and I'm like, what? She's like Elsa, and I'm like, oh yeah, it's Elsa. She's like, I want it. And I'm like, no. No, I'm like, first of all, you have it at home. So that's first of all. Secondly, we just saw her live. The actual princess. Which that was an hour and a half wasted of my life.
Ooh.
And meltdown in the airport. I'm like, I looked at my wife. I go, no, never happening again. But I'm trying to think. We
I don't know where all that went when I just asked how far in advance do you book Disney?
I always have to give backstory.
I know.
Okay?
I know. So Italian.
It's the storyteller in me. I've been actually criticized recently that my stories go on way too long. And
I can't help but maybe not argue that point. Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm just trying. This is why I need this microphone.
I love it, Frank. It makes my job so easy.
Yeah. So I'm trying to think. The last time we went was probably like around. We usually save those vacations, a warmer destination for February, March.
Okay.
So it was probably February, March when we went. We probably booked in the beginning of the year.
Okay.
A couple of months. If you're going to do certain things in Disney, like the princess dinner.
Yeah.
You have to book. We never did that shit, but you have to book like a couple of months in advance.
Where you should get a hold of maybe somebody who plans Disney vacations or something, and then they can probably book it for you. So
yeah, that's who we're using next time.
Okay, good.
Do you want me to give them a plug?
Nah, at least not yet.
He's a hero.
Not that they give us some scratch.
Yeah, no. They want the plug. They're gonna have to pay.
So anyway, my question is
no more free plugs. Sorry,
sorry, everybody. Let me ask you this. The situation where you plan this Disney trip, this gorgeous Disney trip, very expensive, but you're ready to go. You got the whole 9 yards. And as kids are today, their interests and their likes change with the wind. And what happens if you book this trip, then all of a sudden the kids are like, I don't want to go here. I want nothing to do with this.
They really don't have a choice.
So that you are fully committed at that point.
Oh yeah,
and you're forcing them to.
Yeah. First of all, you got to realize one thing, also, Larry. Kid could say, I don't like Disney. I don't like Disney. Once you get to Disney, that changes because it truly is the happiest place on earth.
Well,
they make it. You can't hate it.
I know a child who went to Disney and basically wanted nothing to do with meeting any of the characters.
Sam?
No, me. And
well, you're a miserable twat. That's why.
Did I tell that story when my mom was accosted at Disney? Did I tell that story here?
No.
I didn't tell that story here?
No.
Wow, I'm shocked.
Go ahead, tell it.
Yeah, so I was 7. Yeah, right? Because that was the only time we went to Disney. I feel like probably the only vacation me and my parents took with each other. So we go to Disney. We get there, planning this whole trip. My parents did. I had nothing to do with it. And we're walking around, and I got the book to get the autographs of all the characters. And me being the kid that I was, and I don't know how I was related to my father because I was such a wimpy child, I wanted nothing to do with meeting the characters. I'm not a child. I started freaking out meeting these characters. I'm like, I don't want to meet anybody. I don't want to meet Mickey. I don't want to meet anybody. So
why?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't. Maybe it's like that same thing of like kids fear Santa. Maybe.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, obviously, like, I thought they were them. It's like, I'm not thinking, oh, it's some weird teenager in a costume. No.
But
I
you don't have to go just to meet the characters.
I get it. But, well, this was like 1987. What the hell else was going on in Disney back then? We visited Epcot.
What was going on at Disney back then? They have characters every goddamn 5 feet.
We visited Epcot.
Roger Rabbit, bitch.
That was before. Right before Roger Rabbit. Anyway.
You fucking technical.
So we go. All right. So now I'm not getting autographs. I like stop in my tracks. And my dad's like, all right, he doesn't want autographs.
Why can't you just go to enjoy yourself and go on the rides and eat food?
Oh, because I hate rides when I was little.
What were your parents thinking? They should have just took you to a card show.
Side note, I went on the Wonder Wheel in Coney Island here when I was little with my dad, not realizing that the cars slide.
Oh.
Yep.
You went on the inner cars.
Yep. And guess who had to stop the ride in the middle of the whole thing?
You fucking pansy.
My father's like, stop the ride. I can't stop the ride. Comes back around. Stop the ride. I went around twice.
Butch asks twice and twice only.
So my dad in this one, he was a bit calm. He was like, yeah, he does want autographs. So my mom's standing in front of us. Me and my dad are in front of her, and she just starts yelling. She was smoking back then. She was a little more miserable.
Where's my stogies?
So she's yelling. We come all the way down. We drove.
Wait, she drove. Yelling at you?
Well, yelling at my father, but basically at both of us. We come all the way down here. He doesn't want to get autographs. What's the matter with him? Why does he not want to get autographs? So she is yelling and screaming at me and my dad.
There's something wrong with him, Butch.
Behind my mom, Tigger starts walking up.
Thank God you said Tigger. Oh, I thought Spotify was going to throw us right off.
There you go, folks. That's the kind of humor you're getting here. Oh no, I don't think we need him at this point. So,
did somebody say Tigger?
No.
Hey,
no.
Hey,
no. Hey, you're good.
You said Tigger.
You're good.
Oh, I thought you said something.
No, you're good.
Okay, I'll be back.
Okay, thank you.
I'll come back.
You look like a short order cook.
You look like a short order cook. Ass. Who the hell goes to Disney and doesn't have fun? You miserable son of a bitch.
Apparently a 7-year-old me.
I'm going back to my cloud.
Okay, good.
Bye.
I was scared. Man, I've never been more scared in my life.
I don't like Tiggers.
You're still... Damn it.
Tiggers. Bunch of pains in the ass.
Okay, go.
Ruin everything.
Just go. Yes, they're wonderful, wonderful things and that jump and bounce and
they
whatever.
jump on the cars and they break things.
T-I-double-G-R.
Yeah, T.
Yeah. Just go, for God's sakes.
Cubs win. Cubs win.
Thank you.
Tiggers suck.
What?
Sorry about that, folks.
No, that was a quick one.
He just, my
Thankfully.
head always hurts after he does that.
Good. So, long story short, Tigger's coming up behind my mother. Tigger hears my mom yelling and screaming. Unbeknownst to my mom, Tigger starts putting his paws on his ears to cover his ears because my mom's screaming.
Shits himself.
No, me and my dad start laughing.
Your mother's screaming.
My mother's screaming. Tigger's doing this behind her, and me and my dad start laughing. Now my mom's like, "What do you?" Because she has no idea. What are you laughing at? What do you think is so funny? What do you think is so funny? As she's yelling now, and as we're laughing, Tigger. Now this is 1987. Tigger comes up, grabs my mother, covers her mouth, covers her ears, and then shakes her back and forth. Physically.
They wouldn't be allowed to do that now.
Not at all. We would own Disney right now. It would be the Mormon world of whatever.
Creepiness.
Wonderful world of Mormon.
The wonderful world of...
No
Tiggers allowed.
At that... All right. At that point...
if you cut any of this out, I will murder you where you sit.
I had to return all my toys. All my Tigger toys. We returned them to the shop. I don't know how we didn't get a free vacation out of it, but my mother was physically assaulted by Tigger in Disney. I'll never forget that.
Okay. Did I ever tell you when I went to Disney in 1983, I broke the Peter Pan ride?
I got a lot of jokes on that one, but I'm going to let you just tell it.
No, it's we were on the Peter Pan ride, and we lucked out because there was like no.
What was the Peter Pan ride?
You kind of, I think, sit in like a if I remember correctly, you sit...
A roller coaster?
No. It's one of those
Take two.
Animatronic?
We'll take it.
Rides where you sit in like a...
like the whole
a pirate ship. No, you're like sitting in a pirate ship, with the parachute over it, so it like floats.
Yeah.
And you go around, and then it looks like I mean, you're literally probably 3 inches off the ground, but the way they do it, it looks like you're in the sky. Okay. Now, it was raining that whole week we went in 1983. But it was
because
good
misery follows you everywhere.
Absolutely. The dark cloud has never left. So we're sitting in our like, Mickey Mouse ponchos, and we have umbrellas, but there was no lines.
That's the best.
It wasn't like a heavy rain. It was like a steady drizzle.
Doesn't matter.
So we had no line. So we were flying.
I went to Great Adventure like that one time.
It was fantastic. So we went, and I had my umbrella hanging over the side. Ella, I had my umbrella hanging over the side of the car that we were in. And I turned, and I went, and the umbrella went right into the tracks. So...
Can someone get the fat kid off the ride?
All of a sudden it goes... and the emergency lights come on. It's like,
we got a problem. Everyone, please exit the store.
We are experiencing technical difficulties. Please stand by.
It's
a small world. Over and over, like, and then this goes on for about, I don't know, 10 minutes. Meanwhile, my mother thinks we're like 300 feet in the sky because the lights are twinkling down like we're over the town. London. We're over London. Like I could see a tiny Big Ben. And I know, oxymoron.
No. I'm thinking of the story I'm about to tell you.
So then it gets back going. It gets going again, and then we get off the ride, and I hear one of the guys talking. He's like, "Yeah," he goes, "We found a broken umbrella in the tracks," and then about a minute later, I go, "Where's my umbrella?" Oh. And my mother goes, "You broke the ride." I'm like, she thought we were gonna get kicked out. I'm like, oh, it's a fucking umbrella. What do you want? In my head, I'm like, Jesus Christ.
But even back then, you were like, who gives a shit?
I'm like, lighten up, would you? I mean, I think I've come to the conclusion after years of therapy, I was just ignored as a child. I mean, like, I was just like, oh, it's just Frankie being Frankie again. And I'm like, I think I just wanted attention and I never got it. I don't know.
Jeez, that could be it.
I don't know. I don't think. I mean, I know I was loved, but I just think it was like, I don't know. Was I a mistake that happened? A happy mistake?
I'm not gonna comment on that.
I gotta talk to my therapist tomorrow.
So another wonderful same Disney trip. Again, showing I must have been adopted because my father's DNA is not in me.
You probably were adopted.
Actually, no. I saw some pictures of my father when he was young. There was no way I'm adopted. So anyway, so we get on 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Have you ever been on this ride?
I don't think that ride exists anymore. This is in Disney World?
Yeah, this is way back when in Disney.
I don't remember this.
Yeah,
ride.
yeah. So, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
Is it an underwater submarines?
I will get into it in a moment.
Okay.
So now I'm trying to let's for a moment suspend belief as to how the ride actually works and how it's perceived to be working. So we get on the submarine. So yes, it's a submarine. And the submarine, now remember I'm 7. And my dad's with me. My mom actually, she waited outside. Now the submarine proceeds to go 20,000 leagues under the sea.
It's actually like 2 feet.
Again, just try and imagine what's going through my head.
Right.
What's going through my head. Yes, because later on they probably just filled the glass with water. So anyway,
from 1971 through 1994, the ride no longer exists.
Oh yeah, probably now because I don't think anyone even remembers the movie. So, all right. So now we're traveling. So I'm thinking, all right, we're 20,000 leagues under the sea, which you're supposed to. As a kid, you're supposed to think that.
Well, it's Disney.
Well, at one point, then all of a sudden there is a giant thorned octopus in the water with a submarine in its giant tentacles.
Yeah.
I scream, oh my God, the boat in front of us got attacked by the octopus. And I start freaking out in basically what is a submarine.
So you basically pulled the Marge Simpson. Let me off.
I flipped out. Because in my head, I'm like, how are they allowing this ride to continue if this giant monster attacked one of the other submarines?
Right. So you're thinking his dead tourist.
Could not handle it. I flipped out. I was so stupid when I was little.
Well, nothing beats my trip to college when in college we went to.
I visited college once.
We went to Albany to protest the budget cuts.
Okay.
I went because there was a few hot girls on the bus. I didn't really.
Hey, ho, ho.
And you know what they played on the bus ride?
What?
Speed.
Oh, jeez.
On the bus ride. Dun, 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 dun. And yeah, we were on a bus driving to Albany, and they playing Speed, and I'm like, "Do not let this thing go under 50 miles an hour. I will kill you."
Oh,
you know, big anti-Semite, Walt Disney,
supposedly,
and Charles Schultz,
supposedly.
Just saying.
Hey, listen. Speaking of terrible people,
did somebody say Jew?
Well,
hey. I like the Jews.
Okay, no, not this episode. You need to leave.
What's going on?
I don't trust you.
How come you keep throwing me out?
Just this episode. I don't trust you.
What don't you trust?
There's a lot that I worry about you because I don't know how far the character versus the person playing the character can go in a court of law.
Two people. Two people. I'm playing the character.
Though Frank does not wear glasses in real life.
Hey, a 20/20 vision he has.
You are wearing glasses, yes.
Hey. This is
what's up,
Harry Carey here.
Were you a fan of? Are you a fan of Disney?
Love Disney. I knew him.
Did you really?
Oh yeah, we partied. We had sluts and cocaine together.
Really?
Oh yeah.
That's wild.
Wasn't a fan of the Jew.
Well, that's
I like
the
Jews.
Irish
God. Fella like myself.
Good.
Hey,
what's up?
Tell me a story about your mom and the Tiggers.
What? Tigger. It's only one Tigger.
Oh, I thought there was like a group of Tiggers.
In a wonderful world of Tiggers, they bounce about.
Yeah, Tigger sounds like they're Brazzers. I mean,
that's a whole different thing. Brazzers is completely different.
You know what I don't like about Tiggers?
What? I dare you. What?
I don't like them.
Okay, fair enough.
But I love the Jew.
Okay, good.
Jews are cool in my book. Tiggers, no good. Play great baseball, though. They bounce. You know?
They do. They bounce on their tails.
What are you talking about?
T-I-double-G-R.
Right, Tiggers.
I had a baseball jersey of Tigger.
Yeah, Tiggers.
Tigger. It's only singular. Wait, was there? Well, no. In the movie, the
Tiggers ruin everything.
They did. They had the Tigger movie, and I'm trying to think if there was more Tiggers.
I don't know.
Hey, what?
I like you.
Thank God.
I like you. You're a good guy.
Thank God. Hey, listen.
Hey, you look like with that shirt. You look like a Tigger. But your pants are pulled up. So anyway,
this is true. You know the string broke on these sweatpants. So I'm playing with fate right now.
Speaking of Tiggers, Cubs win.
That has nothing to do with what we're about to get into right now. So, thank you for joining us, Harry. Are you okay? Are you back?
I'm back.
Okay,
I'm back.
You have no idea
what's our next topic?
No idea what I just had to go through.
Oh, you know what's our next topic?
Hold on, let me do this. Our next topic is Xbox. Xbox come out with a new system. Okay, now our next topic is Facebook.
I don't remember that.
Oh my God! And wait, was this new? Oh no, this is new.
I just did another tweet while we were doing.
No, it's.
I tweeted him again.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, a funny thing happened to the internet in the last couple of days.
The greatest thing to happen to Twitter.
For those who don't remember, for you millennials, back in 1994, the year the Rangers won the Stanley Cup. The year I lost my virginity.
Oh, there you go.
Yes, it was a good year.
Not for everybody.
I had just come home from the Rangers parade with my girlfriend at the time.
Okay.
And we had a little afternoon delight. And then I turn on the TV, and what do I see? But the one, the only, O.J. Simpson.
Oh, man.
Orenthal James Simpson.
Yep.
On the slow ride.
Was he in the Bronco?
Take it easy. He was in the Bronco.
Okay.
The 11-mile-per-hour chase along the L.A. freeways. And I'm going, what the hell is going on here? Well, ladies and gentlemen, O.J. Simpson has joined Twitter.
This is
the most wonderful thing in the world.
Nothing better could have happened. He's only about, I'm going to say 2 tweets. I don't count the 3 videos of him saying, I'm coming to Twitter. And,
I'm coming for you.
Yeah.
And I got payback. What did he say? I got some.
That's what he said. He goes, "Don't believe it unless you hear it here."
No. He said,
or we can just play it.
He's got a total of 5 tweets. He's following 10 people.
Oh my God, who's he following?
And he's got 757,000.
Hold on. He's following 2 Twitter accounts, so that don't count. He's following PGA Tour, the Bills, the NFL, Heisman Trophy,
Robert Kardashian.
and a couple other people I don't know.
So he wrote on.
But to be fair, also he joined about 4 days ago. 5
He
days ago?
joined the day on the anniversary of the day he killed his wife. And
No, he didn't.
He joined.
Was that day? That was
the day.
Okay,
and the lawyer said, "Oh, it's just a coincidence."
Hold on, we are recording. To pull the curtain back, we are recording on June 19th.
Yes, the 19th.
He joined 4 days ago.
He didn't join 4 days ago.
It says 4 days ago. 4 days was his first tweet coming soon.
He joined on the anniversary of what do you call it?
That's I didn't realize that. So
of when he killed Ron and Nicole.
Yeah. So basically 3 tweets, because again the first 2 tweets are just like the one
that counts.
Soon.
5 tweets.
So let's first of all, in 4 days he already has 758,000 followers. Impressive.
Yeah, I's got 277 total. Want to break that 300?
Let's put this into perspective.
What was it? What word was that?
Perspective.
Oh, I thought you said something else. I thought you mispronounced it.
I don't mispronounce everything.
Legit.
So when OJ decided to go, hey, what's this Twitter all about? Did someone go, you know what, OJ? Maybe not the best thing for you to do, to have that direct access to the public, and for the public to have that direct access to you.
Yeah, he wasn't thinking.
So can I play just the coming soon? Because that gives us what he plans to do with Twitter.
Sure.
This is from O.J. Simpson
June
himself.
14th.
That's what I said, June 14th. Okay, so let me just make sure. Okay, here we go.
Hey, Twitter world, this is yours truly. Now, coming soon to Twitter, you'll get to read all my thoughts and opinions on just about everything. Now, there's a lot of fake OJ accounts out there, so this one, at the real OJ32, is the only official one. So this should be a lot of fun. I got a little getting even to do. So God bless. Take care.
Wow.
Choose your words there, OJ. Choose your words.
Right there, his lawyer should have said, yeah, no, choose. Don't do this.
And someone's already been tweeting the wrong OJ account, too. I've been seeing that.
Some people keep the greatest thing that I saw, I don't know who did it, and I can't take credit for this, but someone said, I'm going to create the ghost of Ron Goldman.
Don't jump ahead. Okay, yeah.
And then just go boo every time he
Oh, no, I didn't see that part. No, I'm sorry. I was thinking of something else. So let's go through his 2 tweets, his 2 text tweets that have just some amazing. This may become a new spot every episode. You know, what's OJ tweeting?
Oh yeah, no, this is.
All right, so let me read the tweet. This is the first.
You could read my response too.
Oh, I'm going to.
I quickly respond. I quickly saw this and I go, do I follow this narcissistic crazy person, or is that bad, or do I just do it for the show? And I did it for the show. Okay, so he might kill me.
You know what? I'm sorry. I clicked on the wrong tweet, but now I'm seeing more responses. The responses are amazing. There was a 2-minute video. I'm not going to play it. There was a 2-minute video he put up. The tweet says, the first thing I want to set straight is this story Pardo, who was not my manager, is talking about all over the media regarding me and Kris Jenner.
Now, do you know the backstory to that?
That he banged Kris? No, because one of the girls is supposedly his.
If you look at one of the, I forgot if it was Chloe or Kim. If you look at the original pre-plastic surgery, there is a resemblance between OJ and I think it's Chloe.
So I think Chloe is, yeah.
So he's basically saying that he didn't bang Kris Jenner, and
So the first, he's better off banging Caitlyn. So the first response, not first response, but one of the responses from that video, it goes, "Hi, OJ. My 5-month-old son was always a big fan of yours." 5-month-old son was always a big fan of yours, and he tells me all the time how he wants to have the same type of killer instinct like you used to have. I'm so proud of him. That's just a piece. That's a tease.
Yeah, that's a tease.
All right, so here's the first tweet. Taking an early look at fantasy football. I'm sorry. At Patrick Mahomes was my clear number 1, but with at Cheetah status still up in the air, I am debating at Barker Mayfield or at TG311. What do you think? Am I missing someone? Now, before we get into responses,
first of all, never end your tweet with a question because you are setting yourself up
Not only that, but I think if he left out, am I missing someone? Maybe not have been that bad. Who am I kidding? It would be the same responses. So here's the first response I see from at Mess411.
I know that guy.
Who replies to at the real OJ32. You know who we miss? Ron and Nicole. Now,
one like.
I think that's me. Now, originality? No, but still very funny. And let's just, someone else here.
Wait, I can read. Can I read some of these?
Yep, go right ahead.
Baker Mayfield. Are we saying who's? Do you want to say who?
I think that's just going to get too much.
Yeah,
just go with responses.
Baker Mayfield might be risky, but it wouldn't be the first time you took a stab at a Brown. And then the response to one is a GIF that says that's the tweet.
Actually, this is a funny. Just unrelated. I found this funny one. It's a picture of
Kermit.
No, I saw that one of Bruce Jenner, O.J. Simpson, and Howard Cosell. Ladies and gentlemen, I've looked into the future, and you will not believe this shit.
I've seen that
That's
one.
Funny.
Okay, I'll read one other, and then you can read the next one. Imagine being in O.J.'s fantasy league and being the one that caused him to lose.
Here's one. What about Joe Flacco? Thought you were a fan of white Broncos.
I didn't see that one. I can name 2 people you didn't miss.
Oh my God.
Very big of you to look past crime.
There was one. Go with Aaron Hernandez. You two have something in common.
Yes, that was a good one.
Oh my God.
No, wait. There was a few really. I believe Ray Rice would be worth a stab.
There was one I saw. Oh well. But then you get like what a killer pick.
Did Nicole always draft Marcus Allen in her fantasy drafts? Mahomes will knife through a defense. True, he's a slasher. Should have been a Bronco. Joe Flacco, get it? And there's a picture of the Bronco. OJ, start streaming Fortnite, please. There's no Ford Bronco skin for the golf carts yet. Oh my God. He's going to kill the competition.
Here's one. My guess is you're going to end up cutting one of the 3. So
there's a few good ones here.
No,
but
there are,
definitely. Now the next tweet, I just actually I had another response. I don't remember what it was. Was it? Oh, it was from. Thanks to all my new followers, love learning how to use Twitter. And I actually put this one on my. I linked it to my Facebook page, and I actually got a call from a family member going, "Are you insane?"
Oh, so, yeah. That's I think
I don't know where that is. I guess I could look through my tweets for that, right?
I'm surprised yours doesn't come up first because I follow you. I thought that would have come up.
Hold on, I'll go to my tweets. Hold on, and then I'll go back to the OJ. And then he just did another tweet. He recently had another tweet.
So on that one, someone tweets, almost like tries to keep it real. OJ, you're one of the classiest human beings I've ever seen. Your 2,000-yard season in 1973 inspired me to do so many things. And then someone responded to that guy. He really killed it that year.
That was I know. Oh, here it is.
Here's one.
Here's my first one. Way to go, Juice! You're really killing it. A real cut up.
Oh yeah. These sometimes it's the simple ones I find very funny. This guy, go fuck yourself, OJ. So there you go.
Now OJ's latest tweet said is from he talks about his mom. He's very very.
This was a nice tweet.
Yeah, someone I'll read it. OJ Simpson writes 12 hours ago. Someone yesterday asked me what the best advice I ever got was. My mother said to me, "Don't kill white women." No, my mother said to me before she passed, Orenthal, juice.
Orenthal, yeah.
You can't let people and mean speech set you further away from God. And he doesn't spell out God. He puts G-D.
Yeah, so which means he must be like...
Maybe he found Jesus in prison.
No, I'm trying. I'm not trying to be funny. I forgot which religion does that.
Right. That was the best advice I ever got. And by the way, she was the only one who called me Orenthal. So I write back to him, you know who you brought closer to God? Can you guess who? Oh, yeah, Ron and Nicole. Remember them?
So
again, not original, but...
So let's go into these. Actually, this one's pretty funny. This one's from, the name of the account is Didn't Boo Santa. OJ, my wife left her sunglasses at a restaurant. Should someone bring them to her, or should I kill her? Let me know. Thanks, buddy.
This is another one. I believe the judge referred to you as Orenthal James.
I just saw that one.
And then underneath it, what inspired you to do this, Orenthal? And this is it's fucked up. There's a picture of Nicole's dead body.
Oh, yeah, you gotta be careful of those.
That one's rough.
Oh, man. We miss you in Lovelock Prison. Hope you come back soon.
I like this. I like Mr. I shit on everyone's point. I'm gonna call him out too. Aaron Stinnett.
I just passed that one.
At ASTINNETT11. For all of our 8 fans, go harass him. The jokes are old. Before you post a new one, read the comments. I promise you someone has already thought of it. You fucking idiot.
But you were missing the point. Some feel it is fun, especially when he said, did I miss anyone? That particular day, he didn't miss anyone. He got them both. That's like the tweet the other day with the woman who was getting helivaced and was spitting like crazy.
God, that woman had to have brain damage.
And someone goes, the people in that helicopter, they should have known better. They should have better training, and this should not have happened. And then the guy underneath goes, thanks, Captain Obvious.
You must be so much fun at parties. Hey, OJ, can you help me choose a glove for my upcoming travel baseball season? Thanks in advance. And it's 4 pictures of baseball gloves and 1 picture of the bloody glove.
Oh, my God. My mom always said if you ever get angry with anyone to the point that you want to stab them to death, go for a nice long walk.
My mother told me that knives were solely for the purpose of cutting food.
Jesus. Like, honestly, how did he not think that this was going to happen?
Because he is a narcissist and he needs the attention. I guarantee you within a year of this account, he goes, yeah, I killed her.
Oh, absolutely. Here's a phone, and this is, again, like, I like when someone
You're killing this Twitter thing.
I like when someone actually
allegedly
like writes out like a stutter. This one goes, did you just censor the word God?
This guy's definitely an Opie and Anthony fan because he writes, some guy writes, you're killing this Twitter thing, and the other guy underneath goes, allegedly. Right? That's the only thing, allegedly.
Actually, here's a real good one because he goes, the only person ever referred to me as Orenthal is my mother. Someone goes, so... are we all only referring to OJ as Orenthal from now on?
This one worries me. This girl Crystal writes, DM me, right? So underneath, old G writes, be careful, that could also mean dismember me. He's a real lady killer.
I like this one. Dennis, this one's for you. Hi, Orenthal. My wife likes pineapple on her pizza, and I do not. Do you have any suggestions on how to handle this disagreement? P.S. Your Oscar snub from your performance in Naked Gun 33 1/3 is a travesty.
These are great.
Oh, my God. Okay.
Hey, Jack, get this man verified.
Oh, my Oh, my God.
Did you see the Family Guy?
No,
the Family Guy thing?
I saw that one. Hold on. All right. I was today years old when I found out the O in OJ stands for Orenthal and not orange. Someone responds, what do you think the J stands for? Someone else responded, Jorenthal.
Jorenthal? People are fucking stupid. Oh my God. This is the greatest thing that's ever happened. This is a better one. This is these comments, God. OJ Simpson joining Twitter is the best thing since sliced bread, for real. The response, OJ thought sliced bread wasn't quite the best thing ever, so he started slicing people.
Oh, my God. We can do a whole episode like this.
This is great. This is from a Dodge Ram owner. Too bad she never gave you any advice on why you shouldn't drive a Ford Bronco, which never won a single J.D. Power and Associate Award or Motor Trend's Truck of the Year. That went a different direction.
Oh my!
Are you a fan of the TV show How to Get Away with Murder?
I like the ones that go, is this a parody account?
No, it's not. That's what's sad.
No, this is real. They called me Orenthal once. Removes and tosses bloody glove into bushes.
If only your mother had taught you not to slaughter your wife and random strangers, that could have been some really solid advice.
Oh, boy.
This is fantastic. This is the best thing that's ever happened to the internet, I think, since free porn. So thank you, Pornhub, and thank you, O.J. Simpson.
Someone responded, thank you, orthodontist. Instead of Orenthal.
Wait, this is a good one. It's the simple ones I like. Killer tweet, OJ. Keep them coming.
Oh, that's like this one. Cool story, bro. JK, don't kill me.
Oh, wait. Somebody writes,
oh, my God. This is...
I'll take shit that never happened for 500, saying his mother gave him that advice.
Oh, my God. Look at this. I'll describe this in a moment. Look at this picture. It's a picture of OJ with the Infinity Gauntlet, and then the picture underneath is him and Nicole. Nicole is just drifting away, after the snap. Oh, my God.
Did you censor... I'm just up to, did you censor the word God?
I mean, I don't know what kind of order yours in versus mine, but it's just, oh, God. This is amazing. This is going to be a recurring...
My mom, they must be from England. Yeah. My mom always said, if you ever get angry with them to the point you want to stab them to death, go for a nice long walk. My God, this account might be the best entertainment on the internet. I agree.
I wouldn't want to call my dog Orenthal. That's rough. What is? Oh, okay.
Oh my God.
So yeah. So I remember some important advice my parents gave me once. Son, whatever you do, don't kill anybody. Okay. So yes, we're going to keep a close
yeah,
eye
I'll be monitoring this for the longest time.
You know, I was going to mention
until
another
either he blocks me or kills me.
I was going to mention another account, but I don't think that comes anywhere close to this one.
You missed this one. Did you wait? What the hell is an Orenthal? I thought OJ stood for orange jumpsuit.
Oh, OJ.
Orenthal, what is the best carving knife? You're the expert. I'll wait.
So, you know, his bio, or if you will, like the text you could put in to describe yourself, that reads, if you don't see it here, I didn't say it. Oh, my God. Let's see who follows him that we know.
Oh, that should be interesting.
Let's see.
Don't name names, by the way.
No, I'm talking about these are like famous people.
Oh.
Wow, like every wrestler I follow is following him. Jim Norton, of course, is following him.
Chippa. I know Chippa is.
Yeah, mostly just wrestlers.
How great is it that Chippa is verified and OJ's not?
No, why? Hold on. Can we take a deeper look here?
29 followers, you know. That's what I have on mine.
I have...
Now, is that just people I follow?
People you follow and who also follow OJ. If I see a Goldman anywhere in followers, I'm going to flip out.
Dave Landau. Grant Fuhr. He's an old Edmonton goalie from back in the 80s. Isaiah Washington follows him.
You got to look for those check marks.
No, I know. These are all check marked. Ashley Alexis from our...
Yeah, I just saw that. Yeah. Jasmine St. Clair. Where the hell is she
been? A lot of hockey players follow him. Girl in yoga pants. What?
A lot of wrestlers and porn stars. I think that's just who I follow. Yeah, because basically I follow wrestlers.
A lot of these people are following him just for the...
Absolutely.
Oh, man, that's funny. So, yeah, OJ is a phenomenon.
You know what? I am going to hit the little button there that tells me every time he tweets.
What button is that?
That's the little bell next to the following button.
On the phone?
On the phone, yeah. Account notifications, all tweets.
Hold on, you have to do that for me because I'm old and I don't know these things.
I'm old.
I'm scared. Technology frightens me.
Oh my God, this is amazing. Oh wait, has he liked anything?
I like Ginsu steak knives.
Wait, hold on. Yeah, because you can see tweets that he's liked. Nothing major.
Okay, so okay.
Wow.
So now wait. What do I press?
All right, let me see. Exciting pod. That little bell next to following.
Yeah, I knew that.
Could have been any
account notifications off.
On.
All tweets.
Yes.
Yeah.
God's sakes, yes.
Yes.
Even the ones
I did not know that existed.
Wow, look at this. A white woman actually met OJ 2 months ago and survived to tell it. I met OJ about 2 months ago. A dream come true. He was kind, gracious, funny, and sweet enough to take a picture with me. We talked for a few. I told him he's still my childhood hero.
This just in. Woman dead.
Oh, my God.
Yo, where all the white women at? I wonder if he's a fan of Disney.
I'm drafting you. Look at some of these tweets that he's liked. That's pretty wild.
Yeah.
All right. So
anyway, before we end, a quick shout out to our good friend, fan from the Midwest, Rob.
Yes.
Rob, congratulations on his engagement to his lovely bride to be.
Yep.
Unfortunately, I don't know her name because he didn't post it.
Congratulations, Rob.
Rob, just as you know, you said that it wasn't how you expected to propose to her. It never is. Trust me, I had something planned magically for my wife, and it must have derailed about 4 times the night of. And then on the way to the restaurant where I was proposing to her, she saw that I had packed us an overnight bag because I booked us a hotel room in the city. And I think I might have told this on the pod, but
probably one of the first ones, yeah.
She saw that I had packed some of like a sexy nightie for her
and for yourself.
Yeah, well, it was a pair of like silk boxes that I red silk boxes that I bought, and she saw them in the trunk. And then on the way from the car to the restaurant, she stops and goes, "Are you cheating on me?"
Wow.
And I'm like, I have a $6,000 ring in my pocket, and I'm drinking, and I'm like nervous as hell. I'm like, "What?" She's like, "I saw like your underwear." And I'm like, yeah, it's probably from on the spot. This scared me because I could lie on the spot, but I'm like, yeah, it's probably from the last time we went on vacation. When we went away. I never, me. I'm a man. I'm a slob. I just threw it in the trunk. Oh, okay. And she bought that.
You ever buy like? Have you ever bought sexy underwear for her, for yourself, like a thong or something?
Wait, for her?
For you to wear for
I don't
her?
Want a fucking thong?
No.
Okay. No. What do we get? One of those ones with the elephant trunk?
No. No,
I don't. I'm sorry.
No,
I have like sexy boxer shorts. But
so you would say if a guy tried to buy sexy underwear for himself to try to impress his girlfriend, probably not the right thing to do.
My question is, do you still have the thong? You did?
No. So we're going to close up the podcast here.
No. You don't just get to walk away from that one. You don't get to walk away from that one.
I may have purchased one. I didn't get a chance to show it off because I think we got into a fight at that point.
God.
And I think I was able to return it.
I just threw up in my mouth. So I'm not going to need these. Did you wear them?
No.
Well, I just tried them on in the dressing room.
If you go into Victoria's Secrets as a guy and you want to try on the clothes, they have to let you into the room to try them on.
Okay.
No, that's not what I did. Wait. I've heard that. I never did that.
So in other words, ma'am, ma'am could go in there and try on.
Not even like I'd like to try on this bra. Okay, sir.
Ma'am. Why? How do you know this?
I heard someone actually mentioned. I heard someone talking about it. I forgot what it was. I never did.
Right. Larry.
What?
It's okay. It's not your fault. Larry.
Is it time to end the show?
It's not your fault.
Because unfortunately now I actually have to do actual editing.
It's not your fault. What are you editing?
I have to piece two fucking files together now.
What files?
Exactly.
Oh, what? Because you press pause?
Because I press stop.
You press stop?
Yeah.
Well, that's your own fault. Do you want to?
So we were doing the shout outs and everything? Yeah, let me give the.
You want to do a shout out for your guest pod that you were on?
Yeah, let me do that again. Again, check out from today's the 19th. 18th, 17th. God, it's only Wednesday. Check out the June 17th episode of the WW Bro podcast with Anthony DiDomenico. It is an WW being Weight Watchers. It is an awesome podcast. I had a blast doing it. We had some fun. We talked about some funny. We talked about some serious stuff, especially on my end. Talking about.
He's a funny guy.
He's a stand-up comedian.
I didn't realize that until I saw.
And he's got a really good act. If you can ever check him out, Anthony DiDomenico, definitely check him out. He's got a birthday show coming up August 10th. If you can go, definitely go. And we have another comedian that we're going to shout out here in a moment. But I just want to mention, because I mentioned it on his podcast, it hit home, and I just want to throw it out here. Definitely with me, the reality has set in as far as my lifestyle with eating and not being active and everything. My father, a couple weeks ago, went in for what was going to be like just a kind of a routine test procedure to see how he's doing. He had a heart attack like 25 years ago. Turns out my father had 90% blockage in his artery. Jesus. And what I just found out recently is that the doctors told my parents, if they didn't, he had a stent put in ultimately. If they didn't catch this, he would not have made it through the summer.
Fantastic.
So,
Jesus Christ.
Yep. So
dodged a bullet there.
Absolutely. And then the next day he tried installing air conditioners in the house. So my mom's like, "Can you please stop?"
Your father, nothing will keep that man down.
Absolutely. He's the personification of what does not kill you makes you stronger.
He could literally lose an arm and goes, "It's just a flesh wound."
He's been hit by a car head on.
Oh, I just got a call from Latvia.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, no longer Indonesia's calling me now. Latvia's calling me.
Istanbul's not Constantinople now. It's Istanbul. He's been, like I mentioned, he's been hit by a car. He's been in a plane crash. He delivered a baby. He's done it all, and he's definitely got more time to go. But definitely thankful all that happened and kind of made me aware.
Get well, Butch.
Absolutely. That's why it's funny when, and you and Frank, you were very, appreciative, saying, hey, if they need any help, I could have swung by the house and
I happened to be in Brooklyn a lot the last week because I had just some family events and stuff. And if I would have known, I know, looked at your family business, it's private business.
My father just would have went, no, not
what the fuck do I need you here for? What are you going to do? Hold my dick? Get the fuck out of here with your fucking Civic.
But it's...
That's exactly what he would have said. That was almost a good impression of him.
That almost was. Not too bad.
Butch, be nice. The fuck? I don't need him.
But very appreciative. So he's doing good, thankfully. Some other, shout outs to some friends. The Newman Show, check that out every Monday on Strong Island Television. Dennis Newman, another wonderful comedian.
Hello, Newman.
When you can, check him out. He has tour dates on his Facebook page, as does Anthony. And
I was speaking with Dennis recently. We're going to try to
talk
more about. We're going to what?
Planning a.
No, but we're going to talk more about the whole pineapple pizza. Controversy.
Controversy. And of course, on you can contact us. Email thebetterhalfpod@gmail.com. Hit us up on Twitter at BetterHalfPod1. And at this point, the only other Twitter account to hit us up on is at TheRealOJ32. So...
Oh, my God. Can we get him on the show?
I feel like we can easily get him on the show.
That would be fantastic.
That would be...
No, I don't do interviews.
I don't do podcast. Hi, this is O.J. Simpson.
This is the O.J. Simpson. This is the O.J. Simpson podcast.
Hey, good. No, it's not O.J. Oh, yes, it is now.
No, but it's my... No, it's... Can you imagine if he has his own podcast?
I've seen trees of green.
I've seen inside of humans. I've seen your esophagus from both sides.
No.
And I think to myself, that bitch better not be fucking that waiter from that restaurant. I'm going to slice her throat open. What a wonderful world.
What was his name in Naked Gun?
What
was his name?
Norberg? Norberg?
Norberg. I think so.
Norberg.
Something like that. That's
I
easy.
see the freeway from the backseat of my truck. Al Callen's driving. The gas pedal is stuck.
No, he didn't drive.
It's Al Callen's.
It's Cato Kalin.
No, Cato Kalin wasn't driving.
Okay, challenge.
How much you want to bet? Money.
Okay, $10.
Right here. Let's shake on it. Thank you, Mr. Google. I owe you $35 anyway, so. Who drove?
Who was driving the white Bronco with
OJ? You son of a bitch. White Bronco.
Fuck. Yeah.
Cowlings drove him back to his home where he was arrested.
Yeah.
Al Cowlings.
I could have. Then what the hell did Cato Kalin do with the whole?
He was the houseboy.
Can
I finish my White Bronco song now?
This is...
By the way, it's an Alexa right over there. I got Stephanie and Echo.
20-something years now at this point?
25 years ago.
25 years? I swear to God, I thought that was Cato the whole time.
Cato was the houseboy.
That's
nothing. He was like a tenant. He had a little...
Then how the hell did he get famous?
Because he was apparently there the night of or something.
Oh, that sucks.
I see the freeway from the backseat of my truck. Al Callen's driving slow because the gas pedal is stuck. And I said to myself, step on the fucking gas, motherfucker. I got to get the hell out of Mexico. What a wonderful world.
Oh, my God.
I smell new bits.
Oh, forget it. This is it. We do a whole new podcast.
Oh, yeah.
The OJ Tweets podcast.
This is fantastic.
You
could also find me on Twitter and at mess411. And again, always, like I say, give me a little hashtag. I'll follow you. Just let me know. Shoot me a tweet saying from the better half. I like to know who's a fan. If he follows me, I'm getting off social media in a heartbeat. I don't know Larry. I don't know anybody named Larry. So, and you could find Larry all over the internet on every social media website or app at more. 365. That's MOHR 365.
Do you know Pornhub pays up to $35,000 for home videos to be uploaded?
Yes, I mean I don't know. Maybe for what home videos?
Home video. I mean that's
but no one wants to see me alone in my basement.
People do want to see that. Some people do.
No, I still want to do Frank Mess on YouTube. My 3 videos. I want to I think I'm still going to do that video of me eating a bowl of cereal, just to see, you know, if I can get what's that? ASMR? Is that what that is?
ASMR.
It almost sounds like I am so smart. I am so smart. ASMRT. I mean SMART. Do I have any new? Let's see if I have any new subscribers. Nope, still at 6. Anyway, so yeah, that's our show. So if you haven't already, follow OJ Simpson on Twitter. Follow us on Twitter.
Do you want to be on our podcast?
Are you messaging OJ right now? Sure, I'll Skype in.
I'm at your door.
Could you imagine if we got an interview with OJ? Like what? Like I wouldn't know what to ask him. So did you, hey, I would totally go Chris Farley. Hey OJ, remember in like 1994 when you were in the Bronco? You remember that? That was awesome.
Who's gonna be easier to get, OJ Simpson or
Angela White?
Angela White, who I just saw a new scene with recently.
Isn't she fantastic?
In this one, she was.
She's amazing.
She was with Madison Ivy.
I actually like, and I love my wife, but like, I actually love her. I think I'm falling in love with Angela White.
I mean, I saw the video more for Madison Ivy. I mean, I understand that the video had an actress named Madison Ivy in it.
You read it, and you read the article about the video,
the description, and just so happens that Angela White was in it. I'm like, why does this name sound familiar? Oh,
have you followed her Instagram?
I don't know.
She does walking videos where she walks from one end of the room to the other,
I got a better
she bounces much like Tigger's.